Pro-RMK, it always delivers what I need. Its power and its handling to me are so superior over the competition.
The Pro-RMK changed the boundaries to mountain riding as I know it. The standard and the bar just keeps getting raised with the sled and what I feel comfortable with doing and what I honestly think the sled is capable of doing.
In the Rimshaw circuit, there's a stock class for a reason. Results speak for themselves, and the Pro chassis dominated last year. 23 out of 24 stock class wins in the Rimshaw circuit. I mean, that shows how well the Pro chassis works.
If you're on other equipment, the riding is on the wall. Our sled is 417 pounds.
I love the fact that I'm riding the lightest mountain sled in the industry. You know, the next sled in the lineup, 42 pounds heavier than that. That's like having a small child on your back.
With its ability to hop up on the snow, you know, in places where you think you're gonna be stuck, you're gonna bog down, with that lightweight machine, it just pops up and you go where you want.
The sled is able to do things with more control and less input from the rider. I need the sled to do the work instead of me have to do the work.
Things like the extruded running boards, things like the Pro Taper handlebars, things like the carbon fiber overstructure, all that's in place to make the sled and the chassis very rigid. And what that does for the rider is it makes the sled react to every input that the rider has.
The most efficient snowmobile you can have is a rigid snowmobile, one that transfers every ounce of energy you put into the sled into moving that sled where you want it to go.
I felt like it was just easier to pull over and get on its side and really control.
Just seems effortless. It's so flickable. It responds instantaneously to your body input. It's fantastic.
The Polaris powder track running board is like a cheating advantage for me on the hill climb circuit. Awesome traction, they're strong and they're rigid. They're not absorbing energy. When I push down on the running board, the sled goes where I want it to go.
Quick Drive for me has probably been the biggest advancement and the reason why I'm able to do a lot of the things that I can do. The sled is just quicker, it's just revier. I mean, everything about it just feels so much better.
Some of our competitors are doing different things, trying to make their sleds work like a pro, but when you take this package with all the things that we've put into this thing over the years, there's nothing that even compares to a Pro-RMK.
The competition continues to make fix kits that head in the wrong direction. They make a snowmobile that, yeah, it initiates a side hill really easy, but does it stay in it? No, I watched riders all the time through my riding clinics continue to fight their machines.
If you think about what happens with a snowboard, snowboarder's cutting across the side of a hill, and if the edge of his snowboard were broken, he's gonna slide down the hill. It's not gonna work. If you break the edge of the snowboard and you take the bindings and you let him move away from them, you've done two things that are not going to let him do what he needs to do on his snowboard. A sled is not that much different than that. When you're cutting a side hill, you need it to hold that edge and not wash out.
I ride with guys that run Skidoo, I ride with guys that run Arctic Cat, and they love to just sort of stay planted. And it's almost like they fight you when you try and go and do something, you know? It's like, you want to take this turn, you want to take this line, and you want to just come over on the side. And as I've ridden theirs, they just sort of want to stay planted. With the Pro-RMK, it just sort of goes where you want it to go.
Our sled is so much better in the technical stuff than the competition, and it's not even just a little bit better, it's a lot better.
The RMK is the best mountain sled in the industry, and really the only way to make it better is to let our customers customize it from the ground up.
What's so neat about SnowCheck this year is the options are endless. You've got painted tunnels, painted rails, painted spindles, different engine sizes, track lengths, bar height sizes, shock packages, windshield options, bag options.
You've got all these different types of options where you can truly put your own stamp and make your own signature snowmobile. You know, the snowmobile is going to do it. You put the sled in the right position, it has the right amount of flotation, the right handling, that rigid chassis, it has the right amount of power. All the confidence is there. It's just up to you as the rider to make that line happen.
It's 3:30. I've gotten all the guys who've been riding the Doos and the Cats just stucker than crap all day. And they're asking me, what's the best thing I can do to modify my sled to help keep up with these pros? And I got a really good answer. The best thing you can do is buy a for sale sign. That's like the easiest thing. You just tape it on and, you know, you go get a pro. That's it.